Good evening, YouTube subscribers, and to anyone that is new to my channel. This is Ann Miller with Angelic Hands, and today I wanted to walk you through a very beautiful guided meditation for clarity. So if there's anything that you've been working on, perhaps creative pursuits, looking at shifting, um, with your career, or making changes in the home, making changes outside of the home, or if you're not sure of your next steps. And it's what I call the monkey mind, having a lot of chatter and looking for that sense of clarity, looking for focus and direction when there's a lot of information coming in all at one time, but it's not making a whole lot of sense. So there's different things that you can do to help to alleviate this. One thing is breath work. So that's something that I practice each and every day. And it's taking that very, very deep breath in through the nose. And then you're trying to hold that belly breath for a count of 3 if you can, and then completely exhaling the breath out of your mouth. And the goal is to work up to doing that 5 times and being very, very mindful, being very present, being in the moment. And those were the words that came up today from Spirit. Just be. And there's a lot going on with the energies. We have another full moon that's coming up. I believe it's on Halloween this year, so the end of this week. And just with this retrograde period that we're in, and of course, just a lot of changes for many of us. And my mission, my purpose is to help others with their awakening process, with the ascension process. And I wear many different hats. So it's being an intuitive life coach, it's doing one-on-one readings, medium readings, psychic readings, and just finding different modalities and different tools and techniques to help another person hold space for another person while they're ultimately doing the work and participating in the journey of whatever healing is needed, and looking at where things are not in alignment. And when I look at a person, I look at them from a holistic standpoint. So it's the body, the mind, the spirit, and bringing everything back into balance. And my daily self-care, self-love practices are to do breath work, making sure my energy is grounded, doing some form of movement every day. So if you like dancing or Pilates or sports, swimming, there's so many different things that you can do to, move your body, stretch your body, nourish your body. Also taking a look at how does your body feel with certain foods, with certain beverages. So knowing that food is information. So what we're bringing into the body, and just being aware of times where you may be feeling foggy headed or not so great. So making adjustments to your daily regimen. Also looking at your environment and taking care of any areas that feel toxic or that are not in alignment with your best and highest good, and taking a review of anywhere that there may be external clutter, internal clutter. There's so many different things that you can do, and I'm not going to spend too much time focused on that. That's something that I cover in greater detail during sessions with clients, if they're looking to make nutritional changes, perhaps working on fitness goals, wellness goals, any health challenges, subjects such as time, money, health, relationships. It's talked about, and we go into discussion, we go into detail, and I'm holding space while my client is ultimately doing the work, the deep inner work that's required, actually the work that's required by each and every one of us to get from point A to point B to meet those goals. And that is covered during energy therapy. It's covered during the quantum life coaching sessions. And I've also found that when I'm doing one-on-one readings with clients, it's not only bridging the gap between the living and the afterlife, but there's also a healing component. It's offering messages of love, offering messages of hope, inspiration, perhaps closure, and the healing component is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to ask you at this time to find a space where you can either sit down or lie down, where there's minimal to no distractions, to prepare yourself for this guided meditation. Give you a minute with that. So I am here in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Everything that I do, all of my services are offered remote. So I connect with clients over video chat, Zoom, Skype, Messenger, Facebook, and over the phone. Now that you have your spot to do this meditation, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes at this time. And focusing on your breath. Just taking a nice deep breath in through your nose. Holding that belly breath for a count of 3 if you can. And completely exhaling that air out of the body. Again, in through the nose. Holding that count for 3 if you can. Completely exhaling that air out of your mouth. And one more time, in through the nose. And completely exhaling that air out of the mouth. Go back to just breathing as normal. Grounding your energy. You can imagine or hold the intention that you have a grounding cord that's connecting you to Mother Earth. Going to go on a beautiful journey together. Going to imagine that there is a beautiful stairwell in front of you. Going to look down at your feet. Maybe you're barefoot, or you have shoes on, or socks on. Then you're going to look back up. What does this stairwell look like to you? Just taking in your surroundings. And you're going to take the first step up the stairwell, continuing to place one foot in front of the other till you get to the top of the stairwell. And at the top of the stairwell, you're going to see a door. And you're going to see a sign on the door that has a message that says open for clarity. So open the door, walk in, allowing the door to close behind you. You're going to find a chair and a desk. Going to have a seat in the chair. Might be a swivel chair, a rocking chair, a padded chair, a wooden chair. You're sitting in front of this desk. And on the desk, you see a piece of blank paper and a pen. And at this time, you're going to have a conversation with you, with yourself, your higher self. This is the part of you that is the all-knowing, the highest version of you, the part of you that knows the way, the part of you that holds the missing pieces to your puzzle, part of you that carries the message or messages that you're seeking in your heart for clarity. At this time, you're going to ask your higher self, do you have a message for me that will help me with clarity? Do you have a message for me regarding my next steps? Just take a moment with this, allowing the message or messages to come through. You may even see the words showing up on your piece of paper. Let's take another minute with this. And you're going to imagine that you're taking the pen to the piece of paper that's in front of you and you're writing out this message or these messages. Take a moment to do this now. Now you're going to set the pen down. You're going to take this piece of paper and you're going to fold it up until it's small enough to fit inside of a pocket, or small enough to place it in the center of your hand. You're going to imagine that you're either placing this piece of paper with these notes in one of your pockets, or you're holding it up to your heart space, your heart chakra. Obtaining this wisdom from today's meditation that you received from your higher self. Now we're going to take a moment to express gratitude for these messages, these words of wisdom to help with clarity and next steps. And we're going to start our journey back, taking one last look at the desk that's in front of you, the chair that you're sitting on. You're going to begin your journey back to the door that you came in that leads to the stairwell. And you're going to start your descent down the stairwell, taking one step at a time. We're all the way at the end of the stairwell. And then I'm going to count back, starting with the number 3, which will start to bring you back into your body, wherever you're sitting or lying down. 3, 2, 1. Giving yourself a gentle stretch, wiggling your fingers and toes, opening your eyes. You can come back to this guided meditation anytime you feel that you need extra clarity. If there's someone that you know of that may benefit from this meditation, feel free to share it. If you'd like to continue to stay in the know regarding upcoming meditations and videos that I share on this channel, I would invite you to subscribe to my channel for Angelic Hands, and I would be forever grateful. I'm sending each and every one of you love and wishing you peace, inner clarity, and a beautiful day. Thank you.